Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to show you how to make this stunning textured bag. It features a beautiful wheat ear
hook and yarn. Use a 3mm crochet hook. First, find the yarn tail from the outside of the ball to start. Starting, wrap the yarn over your index finger. Hold the end with your thumb and middle finger. Pause yarn over twice and pull up a loop. Chaining. We need to chain 28. Pause. Remember, the loop on your hook does not count as a stitch. Counting, yarn over and pull through. Each V shape represents one stitch. 1, 2, 3. Keep going until you have 28 chains. Marking. Keep your tension even, not too loose and not too tight. Use a stitch marker to mark the very first V shape at the bottom. The turn. Now that we have 28 chains, we will work single crochets back into the second chain from the hook. Placement. Instead of working into the V side, flip your chain over. Do you see this horizontal line? That is the back bump. We will work into these bumps. First SC, insert your hook into the second back bump. Pause. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You now have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and a pull through both. This is your first single crochet. Finishing row 1. Mark this first stitch. Now, continue across the row, working 1 single crochet into each back bump. When you finish, you should have 27 single crochets in total. Row 2 for the bag base. We need a total of 9 rows of single crochet. After finishing row 1, chain 1 to start the next row. The technique, turn your work. Insert your hook into the first stitch right below that chain. Make sure to go under both loops of the V shape, not just one side. Continuing, yarn over, pull up a loop and finish your single crochet. Pause. Don't forget to mark the first stitch of this row. Now work 1 single crochet into each stitch across. The very last stitch is where your marker was. Rows 3 to 9, from row 3 all the way to row 9. Simply repeat this process. Pause, chain 1, turn, and work 27 single crochets for every row. How to count. Now that we've finished 9 rows, let me show you how to count them correctly. Look at these horizontal ridges in the middle. Each ridge represents 2 rows, one on the top and one on the bottom. Counting logic, let's count them together. 2, 4, 6, 8. And adding this last row on the edge makes 9 rows in total. The bag body. Our base is complete. Now let's start the first round of the bag body, Tui. After your very last single crochet, insert your hook directly into the side of the piece, right here. Slip, stitch, yarn over, and pull through the stitch and the loop on your hook. This is a slip stitch. Now the yarn is joined to the side and we are ready for the next step.
Now chain 3. These 3 chains count as your first double crochet. Use your marker to mark the 3rd chain. Next, chain 1. We need to work 7 double crochets. along this side, please. Space them out evenly. Yarn over and insert your hook into the first row to make the second double crochet. That's our second stitch. Chain 1. Then yarn over and move to the next. Stitch for the third double crochet. Keep going until you have 7 stitches on this side. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Perfect. For the corner, chain 2. Now, let's work along the long side. Insert your hook under both loops of the first stitch. Make a double crochet, then chain 1. Skip 1 stitch below and make a double crochets into the next one. Remember to hide the yarn tail by placing it on top of your hook. Repeat this pattern. 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, all the way to the end. When you reach the next corner, chain 2, just like before. Work 7 double crochets on this side, with 1 chain in between each. After the final corner, chain 2. Now, remove the marker from our starting chain. Insert your hook into that third chain, and make a slip stitch to join. Round 1 of the bag bodies is now complete. Now let's move on to round 2. Before we start, there is something important to look at. We have specific spots where we need to increase our stitches. These increases happen in the spaces right next to the 2 chains from the corner of our last round. Let's take a stitch marker and mark the hole next to the chain, 2 at each corner. When we crochet to this point, we'll know that we need to add an extra stitch here. Let's get these marked, and then we can continue. To begin the second row, starting by making 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3. These 3 chains represent your very first double crochet. Go ahead and mark the third chain with your stitch marker next to chain 1. Now it's time to increase in the same hole where we placed our markers. Works 1 double crochet. Once that is done, you chain 1. For the rest of this side, we'll work 1 double crochet into each stitch from the previous row. Always remember to add 1 chain as a gap between each stitch. Continue working across until you reach the next marked corner. In this large hole, we will work another increase. Make 1 double crochet inside the hole, then chain 1, and finish with one last double. Crochet in the very edge stitch. Let's count our progress on this side. You should have a total of 9 double crochets. Now let's look at the corner. We'll work a puff. Stitch into this large chain 2 spaces. Yarn over, insert your hook, and pull up a loops. Yarn over and repeat this again. You should have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 5 loops at once. To finish the corner, chain tool and work. Another puff stitched into the same large hole. After completing the corner, chain 1. Now, let's work along the long side. Insert your hook into the first stitch and make 1 double crochet, then each chain 1. Skip 1 stitch below and work your next double. Crochet into the following stitches. If you have a long yarn tails, place it on top of your hook. As you crochet, the tail will be tucked inside your stitches, so you can trim it later. Continue this pattern or 1 double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch until you reach the end of this row. Repeat this process for the remaining sides. Remembered only the corners with. Markers need the extra increases. On the short sides, you will. I have 9 double crochets. On the long sides, you should. We have 14 double crochets. Once you've worked all the way around, it's time to join. Go back to the 3 chains where we started. Remove your marker, insert your hook into that 3rd chain and pull the yarn through. Everything for a slip stitch. And there we go. Round 2 of the bag body is now complete. Next, we will simply repeat the pattern for the following rounds. From round 3 onwards, there is no need to increase stitches on the sides anymore. Simply work 1 double crochet into each double. Crochet from the row below with a chain in 1 gap in between. Let's demonstrate one more time. Chain 3, or which counts as your first double crochet. Use your marker to mark the 3rd chain on the top of the V shape. Then knit chain 1. Continue working 1 double crochet into each stitch, separated by a chain of 1. When you reach the corner space, it is time for the puff stitches. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and repeat. Pull through all loops at once between the 2 puff stitches to make 2 chains. Here is an important rule to remember for every round. When you finish the very last double crochet before the corner, done, not making a chain of 1, go directly into the puff stitch. However, after you finish the second puff, stitch of the corner, you must chain 1 before. Starting the next double, crochet on the side. This rule applies to every corner. As you continue to work downwards, the bag will gradually started to take its shape. You will see the height increasing, and the structures are coming clear. We will continue this until we reached round 14. The wheat leer pattern itself will consists of 13 rows. Now round 14 is complete. To finish this round, find the 3rd chain from the beginning and making a slip. Stitch to join everything together. Now let's work on the finals. Round for the bag opening. Start by chaining 3. In this round, we will not be making any chain 1 gaps. We are going to fill everything in. Work 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space. And then work 1 double crochet into the stitch itself. Repeat this all the way round. 1 stitch in the gap and 1 stitch on top of the double crochet. This will create a sturdy and neat edge for the mouth of your bag. Once the last stitch is finished, do not join it yet. Pull the yarn tail out and leave it a bit long, then cut it. Thread the tail through the darning needle. Locate the first 3 chains and insert the needles under both loops of the top stitch. Pull it through, then insert the needle back into the center of the last stitch you made. Pull it tight to create a perfect V shape. This makes the join completely invisible. Finally, weaving the yarn tails through the stitches on the inside to secure it. Congratulations to your bag body is now finished. Now that the bag body is finished, let's make the drawing string. We will use the same chain method as before. Started by making 100 chains. Each V shape represents one stitch. After you finish 100 stitches, check the length by wrapping it around the mouth of the bag. If the two ends meet comfortably, the length is perfect. If not, simply add a few more stitches. Once you are happy with the length, cut the yarn and leave the small tail. Now, let's thread the drawing string through the bag. Thread the yarn tail into a darning needles. To find the starting point, a look at the wheat ear pattern on the sides. Keep the side with the starting chains at the back and the clean side facing forward. Start counting from the middle hole of the wheat ear pattern. Left 3 holes open in the very center. Insert your needle into the next hole, skip 2 holes and come out through the third. Then skip 2 more and go back in through the third. Next, skip 3 holes and coming out through the fourth. Continue this pattern around the bag as skipping either 2 or 3 holes as shown. When you finish, you should have 3 holes left in the front center and both. The ends of the string will be even. Next, take your butterfly buckle. Make sure the buckle is facing upwards. Press the buckle down and thread one end of the string through the center hole. Repeat this for the other side. Adjust the strings so they are the same length. Now tie secure knots at each end. To make it even stronger, wrap the tail around the chain once or twice. Before pulling it tight, trim off the excess yarn, but be careful not to cut too close to the knot. Now, let's attach the chain. There are two types of chains, the bead chain and the link chain. Let's start with the bead chain. For a crossbody styles, attach the clasps to the very edges of both sides. Simply hook them onto the two outermost stitches. If the chain is too long, you can adjust it. Use your fingers or pliers to gently open the metal lock. Pull the beads through to your desired length. Then snap the lock back into place. For a sugar bag style, one end of the thread chain through the side holes first. Then pull it across and hook both clasps together. This creates a shorter loops, perfect for wearing over your shoulders. The link chain works in a similar way. For looking across the body, attach it to both sides. If you want it shorter, thread the chain through the hole and hook the clasp directly onto one of the links. For the shoulder bag style, thread it through and hook the clasp onto the metal. Ring above for any other look. And that's it, our beautiful handmade. The bag is now complete. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If any part was unclear, feel free to rewind and watch again. Thank you so much for watching, and happy crocheting! The link chain works in a similar way. For looking across the body, attach it to both sides. If you want it shorter, thread the chain through the hole and hook the clasp directly onto one of the links. For the shoulder bag style, thread it through and hook the clasp onto the metal. Ring above for any other look. And that's it, our beautiful handmade. The bag is now complete. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If any part was unclear, feel free to rewind and watch again. Thank you so much for watching, and happy crocheting!